All right, welcome back. We are here with a pre-release. So last night I did the Avatar: The Last Airbender pre-release and won some packs. Spoilers. So I just wanted to go over my deck. Nothing special, but it was a fun deck, and I think can give some insights to the limited environment. So I did the white Aang pre-release, so you can choose Aang, Katara, Sokka, Zuko, or Azula, and they come with a seeded pack and 5 play boosters. So here I decided to go ally. So I'll just take Earth Kingdom Protectors here as an example. So ally is a very, very well-supported archetype in this pre-release, or in the sealed environment and draft environment. I think it's mostly your white, green, and blue, but I think they're in all the colors. And it's just very strong. It leads itself to like a go wide aggro deck, a lot of like synergies for allies entering, or spells like Yip Yip, which is also a lesson spell, which is another portion of this set, but where if a creature is an ally, it not only gets a power and toughness buff, but also gains flying. So things along those lines. The real stars of my deck were 2 2-drops. So it's Haru, Hidden Talent, and Great Divide Guide. So in the ally deck, these things are just incredible. So Haru's an uncommon, so you should see this a lot more. But it's whenever another ally enters on my side of the field, you earthbend 1. So earthbending 1 is putting a 1/1 counter on a land. It becomes a creature until end of turn, gains haste. Or not until end of turn, just becomes a creature. And it gets haste. And so you play Haru, and if you earthbend a land, it doesn't untap it, so you're not netting mana, and you're not like kind of going off that way. But let's say you play Haru on 2, and then you play Great Divide Guide on 3, you can earthbend your untapped land and then attack with it. It's only a 1/1 here, but you can actually stack the 1/1 counters on the same creature land, or you can go wide. So Great Divide Guide, just incredible ramp in the ally deck. Like, I was consistently casting 4 drops on turn, or 6 drops on turn 4 if I wanted to, or double spelling. So very strong, very, very strong. Those were kind of the stars of the show here. They played very well with even cards like Momo is an ally, right? Momo and Appa, even though they're animals, they're still allies. So cheap allies go great with those cards. And then really the last piece was the finishers. So in here I had Flopsy and Wandering Musicians, which you wouldn't think about Wandering Musicians, but if you go wide with the Haru Earthbending, Wandering Musicians just makes your board state incredibly scary. And Flopsy kind of does the same thing. Obviously, Flopsy is better because you get 1/1 counters on each creature, but sometimes you just get a Wandering Musicians out on turn 3, turn 4 and attack, and like you can get 6 damage in that way, something like that, and then you're able to kind of put them in a precarious position. If you've already done a couple of damage, maybe they're down to 12 or something. So very strong cards here. The Kyoshi Warriors were good. I think the green was stronger than the white in this deck. Granted, I mean, that just shows you, I showed you 3 of my 4 strongest game-changing cards were green and only 1 white. But, you know, Airbending Lesson did his job. Aang, the last Airbender, did his job. They both airbend creatures, so I could get blockers out of the way. You can bring back an ally, cast it again, re-trigger it. So, strong things there. But overall, very fun set. Very fun pre-release. I mean, most people there were Avatar nerds along with being Magic nerds. And even if you're only one or the other, you're going to have a great time because it's a super fun Magic limited environment, but at the same time, they did real justice to one of my favorite properties. And yeah, so when you come back, we're going to open up 4 play boosters that I won from the pre-release night, and maybe something else. Here we are with those play boosters. So we're going to crack these and see what we get. I also got a play booster box and jumpstart box for myself to play with some friends and my fiance, who is here with me now.
Hello.
And so we will be cracking those. But we're going to be cracking those at a draft night here with some friends coming up. So first, let's just do these cards that I won and see how that goes. So I'm going to have you start. And
Okay.
let's see. We'll do one at a time. And we have a few chase cards, right? Do you remember what those are?
Really want the turtle duck one.
Oh, turtle duck is just so cute. It's a common, but it's cute and surprisingly strong. We see that card, we'll definitely read it. I hope to get Badger Mole Cub. I think it's also a cute card, but also very strong.
So
normal.
It's normal? Okay.
Yeah. All right.
So we have ally. Are you sure?
Mm-hmm.
It goes normal.
Mm-hmm.
It definitely does.
Oh, these are Japanese boosters. The pre-release was English boosters.
Well, we have a sneak peek of one of the people we're getting, I guess.
Yeah, let's just reverse it. And we have our dual-sided token, the ally, and the clue. Clues are a big part of this set, which works really well with water bending, which I'm sure we'll get to. But there you go.
All right. Origin of metal bending.
Oh, cool. And a lesson, too.
Yeah, so you can either destroy target artifact or enchantment, or put a 1/1 counter on target creature you control, and it gains indestructible until end of turn.
Nice and flexible.
Yeah. Oh.
Very fun.
Yeah. Abandon attachments. Another lesson. So you're able to, or you can discard a card, and if you do, you can draw 2.
Nice. And lessons are a big part of this set, but they're just kind of keyworded instants and sorceries. There's no learn cards like there were in Strixhaven, but still very synergistic cards. So, yeah.
Rough Rhino Cavalry.
Has Firebending 2, which is great. And then Exhaust. Oh, I didn't know they had Exhaust in this set. 2/1/1 counters on creature, gains trample until end of turn.
Each one is a different kind of weapon specialist. They're also a very capable singing group. From Iroh. Quote from Iroh.
Speaking of Iroh.
Yeah, Path to Redemption. Can enchant the creature, and enchanted creatures can't attack or block.
Nice.
And if you pay 5 and sacrifice this aura, you can exile enchanted creature and create a 1/1 white allied creature token that is activated only during your turn.
That's awesome. So it's like a pacifism with a good effect later. So very nice.
Lost Days. Lots of lessons in this pack.
Momo.
Love the art.
Owner of target creature or enchantment puts it into their library, second from the top or on the bottom. So basically some of the best blue removal in the set, I'm sure.
Yeah, and creating that clue token like we got before.
Second from the top is both a positive and a negative compared to on top of their deck, but we'll see how it plays out.
Callous Inspector.
Okay. 1/1 Menace. Dies, deals 1 damage to you, and you create a clue token. Oh, pretty good. The trade will take almost any day.
Sandbender Storm, which you got in your pre-release.
Yeah, it was really one of my only removal spells. That was probably the weakest part of my deck, was light on removal. I considered playing black, but I think that just focusing on my strategy worked out better. So
Yeah.
but good card to have in the back pocket.
Ooh, honest work.
Oh, I love the art in this.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, enchant creature. When it enters, tap enchant creature removal counters. Becomes a citizen. It turns you into a citizen like Zuko or Iroh. Oh, that's so great.
Named Humble Merchant.
Yeah. Oh, man. The flavor here is so good.
Price of Freedom. Another lesson.
You can go.
Oh, what? Do you want to read it?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so destroy target artifact or land an opponent controls. Its controller may search their library for a basic land card, put it onto the battlefield tapped, then shuffle, and then draw a card.
Yeah, so probably not super great in this deck, but it can help you fix. Oh no, an opponent controls, so it can't even help you fix. So seems fine in a lessons heavy spells deck. Not much beyond that.
Invasions, Reinforcements.
Actually, going back to that card, it's actually probably better than that because of earthbending. I totally blanked that it kills earthbending creatures. So that makes it better, for sure.
Invasion, Reinforcements, so... Flash, and when this creature enters, create a 1/1 white ally creature token.
Nice. Yeah, allies are good. That would have been great in my deck.
Ooh, my.
Yeah.
Scornful Striker. So she has first strike, and whenever a player casts a non-creature spell, they lose 2 life.
You miscalculated. I love Zuko more than I fear you. They chose a great quote for that.
Okay.
Oh!
Whoa! Ozai the Phoenix King.
Oh, incredible.
This is
full
a
art.
crazy pull.
Yeah.
So trample, firebending 4, and haste. If you would lose unspent mana, that mana becomes red instead. Ozai has flying and indestructible as long as you have 6 or more unspent mana.
So you only need one other... well, no, it doesn't... If you would lose unspent mana... So you can tap 2 of your lands as he firebends, and that counts as unspent mana. So he has pay 2 during attacks, gives flying and indestructible, which is pretty incredible. And if you have other firebenders, it might just do it for free.
That's a really awesome pull.
Yeah, we should put that one up top.
And then the foil I noticed, which was Sokka, Lateral Strategist.
Nice.
Vigilance, and whenever Sokka and at least one other creature attack, draw a card.
That was very strong. I didn't have it, but I played against it.
And a forest.
Nice. All right.
Cool.
I'll start with my pack.
Started off strong. I hope we keep it going.
Yeah. We'll see. But, okay, these are Japanese. So, we will...
So, at the pre-release, you didn't really go in there wanting to do white, right?
No, I wanted to do green, and I think everyone else had that intention as well, because they all... Oh, nice. Dragon token with firebending. Because all the green and the red were used up. So, all right. Wall top sentries. That drill shall not reach bossing, say. Okay, so this is when it's invading. Nice. Reach and death touch. That's a potent combo. That's really strong. If there's a lesson in your graveyard, you gain 2 life. So that's some of the lesson synergy that exists, but isn't necessarily what you would think going into this set. Vindictive Warden. Oh, I hate that guy. I always wanted to punch him so much. Firebending 1 and Menace. Firebending and Menace is probably a pretty good combo. But creature deals 1 damage to each opponent. Fire Nation Cadets. Firebending 2 as long as there's a lesson in your graveyard. That's kind of cool. I like that. Okay, so if they've learned a lesson, then they can firebend. That's pretty good. Ooh, saber-tooth moose lion.
Ooh.
So there's a cycle of basic land cyclers for 2, like there was in March of the Machines, I think, was the most recent one with that. No, Duskmourn had that. Duskmourn had that. So love that when there's a forest cyclers, but it's a cat too. Elk cat. Beetle-headed merchants. Or this creature attacks you. I sack another creature or artifact. If you do, draw a card and put a 1/1 counter on this creature. There is a sack theme, and so this is a pretty good sack outlet, which is nice. Those are usually the hardest part of the puzzle to put together. So nice. To the desert dwelling traders, there is profit to be found under every dune of sand and in every living thing. Path to redemption, which we saw. But, oh, that's a good quote. And that's when he reaches, when at the end of season 2, when him and Aang are walking through the tunnel together to find them under the Dai Li. Man, the ship's so good. First time flyer. The first opponent that I played against in the pre-release had 3 of these guys. And they kept consistently being 2-3 flyers for 2. So it was pretty strong.
Wow.
Fatal Fissure. This was one that I opened in my pre-release, but ended up not playing because I didn't go black. But it seems pretty good, pretty situational because it doesn't actually do any damage itself, but seems like it could be strong.
Oh, Jet.
Jet, Freedom Fighter. Deals damage equal to the number of creatures you control to target creature and opponent controls. Nice. When he dies, put a 1/1 counter on each of up to 2 target creatures. And then it's on hybrid mana too, so that's actually really strong. Hybrid mana always looks scary, but it actually just makes your spells easier to cast instead of harder. So, but you definitely want this in a Boros deck if you can do it. So that's very cool. Removal spell on a stick. Benevolent River Spirit. Additional cost, Waterbend 5. So waterbending is you can... it's like Convoke combined with whatever the metal one is. I forget what that is. But you can tap artifacts or creatures to pay any waterbending cost. So pretty strong. Flying in Ward 2 when it enters Scry 2 for 2/2. Yeah. That's great. Oh, nice. We got Suki. Oh, and this is a great Suki. Courageous Rescuer. I had the uncommon Suki, but the rare Suki looks great. Legendary creature, human ally. Another permanent you control leaves the battlefield during your turn. Create a 1/1 white ally. Yeah, the uncommon one makes allies as well. So I loved her Fire Nation outfit. I always thought that was great in the show.
Oh, a double rare.
Double rare. I have so much trouble telling rare from mythic, but I think these are
They're both
rare.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is mythic, or Ozai.
Yeah, that's...
So it's a little bit darker of a color.
Yeah, it's very slight in this set. But Water Tribe's Hope. Katara creates a 1/1 white ally creature token and Waterbend X to make your creatures get base and power and toughness XX. Oh, that's awesome. That's very cool. X can't be 0. They had to put that in so that people didn't just sack their whole board for some weird kind of synergy. True Ancestry. 1 target permanent from your graveyard to your hand, create a clue. Nice and flavorful. Oh, and Amashu City. Nice. I didn't... Yeah. All right. I'll put those to the side.
Cool. I didn't even realize they had a little thing to help rip.
I think just the Japanese ones do.
There.
I don't think the American ones always do.
Oh.
The Japanese boosters always... The cards feel nicer, too. They're just, like, slightly softer.
What is it that they do differently?
They must just, like... Maybe it's a slightly different coating mixture. Or a slightly different paper. But... Yeah.
We have a soldier token and a copy token.
Nice. Good copy token. Yeah.
All right. Starting off with Messenger Hawk. It's the same thing you mentioned before. You can
the hybrid mana.
The hybrid mana, yeah. And it's flying. When this creature enters, create a clue token. And this creature gets +2/+0 as long as you've drawn 2 or more cards this turn.
Nice.
Fire Nation Raider.
To match your Fire Nation nails.
Yes. Yeah. Though if I ended up doing the pre-release, which I didn't have the opportunity to yesterday, I would have loved to do Earthbending.
Oh, yeah.
But, of course, I also heard that they ran out of that, so, yeah. But, cool card. So, it has Raid. When this creature enters, if you attack this turn, create a clue token.
Nice.
Earthbending lesson.
Ah, simple. Earthbend 4.
Yeah. Rock is a stubborn element. If you're going to move it, you've got to be like a rock yourself. Quote from Toph.
Nice.
Yeah. Pirate Peddlers. Death has Death Touch, and whenever you sacrifice another permanent, put a +1/+1 counter on this creature.
Very cool. We prefer to think of ourselves as high-risk traders.
So cute! Rabberoo Troop. How cute.
This one I had in my not in my deck, but in my pool. I could have played it, but I think Plane Cycling was just a little weak in my aggro deck.
Yeah. Rabberoos are famous enjoyers of hopping and infamous enjoyers of cabbage. My cabbages! Lost Days again.
Very nice.
I really love the art on all these cards.
Yeah.
Yip Yip, which you had you put in your pre-release deck.
Yeah, and I explained that when I went through it. It's a good card.
Meteor Sword.
Oh, nice.
So it's an artifact, pay 7 mana. When this equipment enters, destroy target permanent. Equipped creature gets +3/+3 and equip 3.
That's such a good combination of what Magic players expect and Avatar fans, because there's Meteor Golem, which is a 7 mana 3/3, which destroys target permanent when it enters. So the fact that the Meteor Sword also acts like that is just awesome. Plus, I love the Meteor Sword in Avatar.
All right, Guru Pathic.
Patik?
Or Patik?
I can't remember how they say it in the show. I had this one in my deck, but then I took it out because I realized I didn't have enough lessons to make this actually do anything. So, but it digs for your lessons, sagas, or shrines, which I think there are only rare or mythic sagas. And then shrines are all uncommon or maybe rare, but they're kind of an unsupported sub-theme. But lessons for sure. This would work well in a lessons deck.
Zhang the Deserter.
Nice. What does he have?
Firebending 1, and Exhaust 3. Put a 1/1 counter on Yang. When you next cast a lesson spell this turn, copy it, and you may choose new targets for the copy.
Yeah, so that's
Pretty cool.
Good lesson payoff. And yeah, so Firebending, you have to spend that mana during your combat step or it goes away. So you'd have to use that with that. If you want to use that Firebending cost with the exhaust cost, you'd have to use that as an instant. But yeah, pretty good. And we're getting all the old masters and the White Lotus guys.
So first strike, and whenever Master Piandao attacks, look at the top 4 cards of your library. You may reveal an ally, equipment, or lesson card from among them and put it into your hand. Put the rest on the bottom of your library in a random order.
Seems very strong if you just are playing white and either green or blue, because like almost all your creatures are going to be allies. So that's very nice. Whoa.
Go the Face Stealer. Shapeshifter Spirit. Ooh. So when it enters, exile up to 1 other target creature. Whenever another non-token creature dies, you may exile it. If you pay 1 life, you choose a creature card exiled with Ko, and Ko has all activated and triggered abilities of the last chosen card.
That's incredible. And you can do that at instant speed, which any creatures with this ability style thing, I guess you can usually do them instant speed, but instant speed with no mana cost is super strong. So that's pretty awesome and very flavorful.
We also got the boulder ready to rumble.
Nice.
Nice foil.
Yeah.
As well. And I think this is the Momo.
Yeah.
Lands?
I guess there's a Momo land. So we got an Appa Plains, and now we got a Momo Plains.
Really cool.
Yeah, I like those. All right, one more play booster.
Let's see it.
It does have those things to tear it, but
It doesn't do that great, yeah.
So, let's do this so we don't spoil anything.
There's always one pack that is the lesson pack where you learn how to keep going.
Oh, Iroh's sandal as the clue. Very funny.
Still no turtle duck.
Yeah, let's hope we get one. Foggy Swamp Vinebender. This one I did have in my deck, and it's a creature that can't be blocked by a creature with power 2 or less with Waterbend 5. Put a 1/1 counter on this creature. So this is a little weak waterbending because you can only activate during your turn, which kind of defeats some of the strength of waterbending, but decent 4-drop. Very decent 4-drop in an aggro deck, so Wandering Musicians, great card. Boomy Bash. Deals damage equal to the number of lands you control to target creature. Destroy target land creature or non-basic land. That seems pretty flexible. There we go! We got Turtle Duck.
So cute. I
So
absolutely
freaking cute.
love this art on here.
Yeah. So
Adorable.
green for a creature turtle bird that has 3 until end of turn. This creature has base power 4 and gains trample. Which actually, now that I think about it, this would actually be... Which, oh my god, that flavor is so good. Don't we see the turtle ducks in the Fire Nation? Like in the flashback, they're feeding the turtle ducks. I think that's where we see it. So if they're Fire Nation turtle ducks, seeing them with an activated ability that works really good with firebending, that's actually just so flavorful. I love that. So, all right, turtle ducks, you've earned a spot in the top. Razor Rings.
You got that in your...
Yeah, I played it. I don't think I ever cast it, but it was a pretty good card.
Ooh.
Waterbending Lesson. Draw 3 cards, then discard a card unless you waterbend 2. So this one, very strong for a sorcery. Like just 4 mana, draw 3 is really good. Obviously, it'd be way better if it was an instant, but sorcery speed, still pretty good. Pirate Peddlers. Earth Kingdom Jailer. This one's really good. I played this in my deck too. I screwed up and thought it said mana value 3 or less instead of 3 or greater, but very strong. Ooh, Jet's Brainwashing with kicker 3. Target creature can't block this turn. If the spell is kicked, gain control of that creature until end of turn. Oh, that's so cool. And you create a clue. So it's your steal a creature spell, but it is modal and you can just use it to get rid of a blocker. So very nice. North Pole Patrol. Untap another target permanent you control, waterbending 3, and tap. Tap target creature and opponent controls, so pretty strong. Ooh. Buzzard Wasp Colony. As creature enters, you may sacrifice an artifact or creature. If you do, draw a card. Whenever another creature you control dies, if it had counters on it, put its counters on this creature. That's pretty good. So that works really well in earthbending decks, which makes sense because it's in the desert. Mm-hmm. Ooh, Yue, the Moon Spirit.
Beautiful.
Flying, Vigilance, and Waterbend 5 and tap. You may cast a non-creature spell from your hand without paying its mana cost. That's really good. So if you have some strong artifacts, enchantments, even sorceries. Ozai's Cruelty. 2 damage to target player. That player discards 2 cards. I hope for flavor-wise this kills the... uncommon Zuko in this set. I hope it's a 2-power creature, because that's funny. And another Amashu Seti.
Nice. So we got some pretty awesome pulls from just regular play boosters. But we do have an extra surprise.
Oh, yeah.
Da-da-da-da! We got one collector booster. So we get to open that up.
Yeah.
See what we get. This one was made in Japan, so I'll have to do
I think that's how it works. Yeah, we'll try that again. So we'll put these guys to the side and see what we start to get with the.
Yeah, I think they have a good idea with the corner thing, but it just doesn't open up well. So.
Let me see. All right. Yeah, so we're gonna want to do the same thing.
Okay. Are you excited to see
Yeah,
what's in
I
here?
think. I mean, we opened a good amount of Duskmorn collector boosters, but beyond that, we haven't done too many.
And a foil clue. So.
Oh, I like the
Tar
foiling on the
samples.
ally because of the fan looks great on the foil.
Yeah.
Nice.
Okay. Let's see what we get. Okay, a foil Rabbit Troop,
Nice.
Treetop Freedom Fighters.
2/1 haste. Enters create a 1/1 white ally creature token. Pretty good.
Yeah. Foil Pirate Peddlers.
Nice.
Enter the Avatar state. 1 white instant lesson. Until end of turn, target creature you control becomes an avatar in addition to its other types and gains flying, first strike, lifelink, and hexproof.
Pretty good for a lesson.
Oof.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Oh, I like the art too with the other avatars behind him.
It looks really cool in foil.
Yeah, for sure.
Fire Nation Warship. So it's got reach. When the vehicle dies, it creates a clue token, and you crew 2.
Nice with the flavor of creating a clue token when it dies, since that's one in the second episode. They go to they get clues from the deserted Fire Nation warship. So
Earth Rumble.
Earthbend 2. When you do up to 1 target creature you control fights target creature an opponent controls. Nice. So it always spots you a creature, so that's pretty good.
Yeah. Brainstorm.
Oh, so so Brainstorm's a great card, reprint, and it's a reprint from that is appearing in the Jumpstart booster packs. That's what the
the
set
different
is.
symbol.
Yeah, so classic Brainstorm, draw 3 cards and put 2 cards back from your hand on top of your library in any order. So, very fun. Very cool.
Another Jumpstart one. Purple Pentapus.
Cute.
Octopus Starfish. It's so adorable. When this creature enters, surveil 1 and 2 black mana and tap an untapped creature you control. You can return this card from your graveyard to the battlefield tapped.
Nice. Very nice. I like that.
Cool.
Roku's Mastery, another one from the Jumpstart. Roku's Mastery deals X damage to target creature if X is 4 or greater. Scry 2. So, probably not great, because that's 6 mana to deal 4 damage and Scry 2. Instant speed helps it, but yeah, seems pretty weak. Cool card, though. Love the art.
A foil Momo Plains.
Nice.
Okay, here we go. Fated Firepower. It's an enchantment with flash. This enchantment enters with X fire counters on it. And if a source you control would deal damage to an opponent or a permanent an opponent controls, it deals that much damage plus an amount of damage equal to the number of fire counters on this enchantment instead.
So that's great on anything that can deal damage outside of combat, whether that's pinging or anything like that, or just an activated ability that deals damage, or it would work really well with like a fight spell or something. So very cool. Ooh, Fiery Confluence. That's a great reprint. So this is like, you know, your cube staple, Fiery Confluence, 2 red. Choose 3. You may choose the same mode more than once, so you can deal 1 damage to each creature, 2 damage to each opponent, or destroy target artifact. So very strong card, and I love the art they chose for it.
Yeah, that's really awesome. Tectonic Split Borderless. So it's an enchantment. As an additional cost to cast this spell, sacrifice half the lands you control, rounded up. Hexproof. And lands you control have tap and add 3 mana of any one color.
That feels like a reprint to me, but if it's not, that's very cool. And probably not worth it all the time, but still could be pretty cool.
Yeah. Next one. Whoa.
Ooh. Oh, so these are the
interesting printed cards. I couldn't tell if I was going to like how they look or not. I'm leaning still towards no.
They just didn't use high resolution. Like they didn't touch up the
pictures.
The pictures. I mean, I'm glad to get a lightning bolt. I'll play that in any and every deck that can cast it. And Azula's cool. I'm just I'm still a little torn on these cards. So
yeah. And the Mechanist, Aerial Artisan.
Strong card. So what does it do?
Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, create a clue token, and if you tap until end of turn, target artifact token you control becomes a 3/1 construct artifact creature with flying.
Yeah, so value card, but pretty strong value. So,
yeah.
All right, cool collector booster. I think our best pull, though, at least for us, was outside of the collector booster with the Ozai Phoenix King. So
I'd agree. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, thank you guys, and don't worry, we'll be back with more Avatar content.
Yes, we have our Jumpstart booster and we got a play booster box as well. So much more to open, much more to come.
Yep. And you have been warned.